Hi, welcome to day 61 of the Restoration Fitness 90-Day Healthy Habits Challenge. We talked yesterday about taking your resting heart rate. The best time to take a resting pulse is first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. It's most accurate this time because your body hasn't had a chance to really get its heart rate up because you're up and about, and it's not being really affected that much by stress or lack of sleep because you just woke up. Ideally, you're going to take your pulse over the course of 3 days, every morning, and take the average of those three numbers and use that as your resting heart rate number. We're going to use our resting heart rate number for a variety of different things. First of all, and we've talked about this in other videos, is it can be a good gauge to see over time how it changes. If you're finding that your heart rate is on average around 60 beats per minute and all of a sudden one day it jumps up to 65 or 68, somewhere in there randomly, you may be having some kind of infection coming on, or you might be overtraining. The other way we can use a resting heart rate is to evaluate and through a calculation what our target heart rate zones should be. So what we're going to do is show you this specific calculation, which is essentially how to calculate your target heart rate. The most common way is to use the Carbonian method, which basically uses your heart rate reserve. Your heart rate reserve is your maximum heart rate minus your resting heart rate. So what we're going to do is take 220 for men and 226 for women and subtract your age, whatever that is, and use that number, which is your max heart rate estimated, and subtract what your resting heart rate is. So let's just say that it's 60. That's going to give you a heart rate reserve. That number is going to be multiplied by a percentage, and we're just going to say it's 60 to 80% today. We'll get more into the percentages tomorrow and how you can utilize these, but that's going to give you your training range percentage. And we're going to use that to basically tell us what range we should be working in when we measure our pulse during our workouts. We'll talk more tomorrow about our training zones, but I just wanted to give you a preview of how a calculation might work should you be using it at home. Thanks, see you tomorrow.